Hello, all. It's Vivian and David Delgado with all of you here today, sharing some first time home buyer tips. So, David, can you share with us right now what are some of the things that buyers should look into doing when getting ready to buy a home?
I think one of the most important things to do is talking to like a mortgage loan officer to figure out, budget, really budget planning,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're looking to buy a home in the next 12 months, right? This is something that you probably want to do early on in the process. So that way you can kind of figure out the areas, the locations, and really just sitting down and talking about a monthly budget with a mortgage loan officer.
Awesome. So, after that, what should they do?
After they meet with the loan officer, they should have a very good idea of monthly payments, taxes, insurance, as well as closing costs. So, without having a firm understanding of what those items are going to be like, then I believe it kind of makes it a little bit more challenging for a home buyer to kind of figure out what location that they're going to be buying in. So, once they figure that out, then I think it's great to take the next steps after that.
Wow, what you just described right now, it sounds to me like it's a very clear mortgage plan, right? To eliminate any surprises when they do have that offer accepted and getting ready to open up escrow.
Absolutely. You know what I find a lot of times is when people have just more clarity in that area, then home ownership becomes a reality shortly after that.
So good. Yeah. And then is there any other tips that you would like to share with us or?
Yeah, absolutely. I think once you get a really good idea of what the monthly payments are going to
Mhm.
be, I think the next step is really finding a really good real estate agent, realtor professional in your market, and meeting with them. And a couple things that I really see that they provide is what they're going to do is they're going to take down your exact home buying criteria.
That's
That
good.
means they're going to go through the different properties that they have access to, maybe some off market properties. So you want to find a realtor that's going to be working for you in your best interest and not just finding a realtor that's going to be finding stuff on online like Zillow and the MLS. You really want to find a realtor that's going to go above and beyond their call of duty.
Wow, that's awesome. So yeah, home buying is definitely a process, right? So we
Mhm.
definitely want to have two very important people, like David mentioned, which is going to be your mortgage loan officer and your realtor, who's going to be walking by your side through the entire process to make sure that you're going to have an enjoyable home buying experience. David?
Yeah, one of the great things about sitting down with a real estate agent is if they can really find out like what's most important to you in this next home purchase, then they're gonna be able to do a better job for you. This means that they're gonna put you in control. They want to be able to take down your exact home buying criteria as far as areas, right? What areas that you want to live in, what type of home that you want to buy, what's your monthly budget after you sat down and talk that over with the mortgage loan officer, how many bedrooms, the features of the home, how
Mhm.
about all the benefits of living in a certain area, like the different options that might be available. Maybe these are certain things that are important to you,
Right.
whereas a realtor may not know what's important to you. So I think if you spend about 15 minutes sitting down with a realtor, it's going to pay off. So that way they can really uh, have a very good idea of what properties that they could be looking for
Yeah.
on your behalf.
That's so good. And another thing I would like to add to that, it's really helpful when the buyer can be super transparent with the mortgage loan officer as well as their realtor. Because, like what you said, David, I think it's really important is that we want to be able to identify what are those things that are really important to you, because one thing that could be important to one buyer, it could be completely to a different home buyer, right? So we want to know exactly what matters most to you so that we can do a better job in serving you. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and be on the lookout for our next videos.